had a question come through on the website around residential aged care fees. As you and I know, they're quite a complex little bundle of joy. So just wondering if you can perhaps unpack what that means in simple terms.
Yeah, sure. Yep. I'll give it my best shot, Whenua. So, and this is what we do at Family Aged Care Advocates. So we help people navigate this and look at aged care fees and how they apply to people. So the one thing I'll say about aged care fees when you go into permanent care, and I say this to everybody, is aged care is available to everybody in Australia, regardless of your assets and your income. And I'm just going to demonstrate that, Whenua, if that's okay. I'm just going to share my screen and show a couple of slides that I typically show all families when I meet with them. So see how we go here. Great. Okay, so can you see that screen, Whenua?
I can. So I've got a...
Great. All right. So when people go into permanent care, at some stage, somebody puts a big, thick form in front of people that says, tell us what your assets and your income look like. And that gets sent off to the government, to Centrelink or DVA, Department of Veterans Affairs, to work out what the aged care fees are. I can't stress enough how important that particular form is to fill that out properly and correctly, and that's something that we help families with. So this particular slide shows assets on the vertical axis, the asset axis going up, and income on the bottom axis. So when somebody fills out their assets and income and sends it off to the government say, on this particular chart, where do you fit? And to give an example, where you see that maroon box in the corner there, the bottom left corner,
yep.
For anyone who's got assets under $50,500, so in other words, someone who might be earning a full pension and have $20,000 in a bank account, can they afford aged care? Well, based on that graph, the government say and have built a system that says, yes, you can, whereby basically the government will pay for all your fees.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. The grey box in the middle, so just above the maroon box, the grey box where assets are under 171,535, the government say, if you fit in that box there, we will help pay a lot of your fees. And I'll explain what that means in a second. If you sit outside the darker grey box, in the lighter grey, the government say, we want you to pay a fair bit of your way towards permanent care. So the reason why I show people that graph is because when you fill out that assets and income form and send that off to Centrelink or DVA, they're trying to put you somewhere on this graph, and that's really, really important. So when you get placed on that graph, I'll just see if I can forward my... So the next slide I show people here is, this is the aged care fees laid out in a little bit more detail. So busy slide, but focus on the middle two boxes, the basic daily fee and the means tested care fee. The basic daily care fee, the basic daily fee in red there, everybody pays when they go into permanent care a basic daily fee, regardless of your means. It's worked out to be currently $52.25 a day, which is to be about, say, 75 to 85% of your full age pension. That is non-negotiable. Everybody pays that, so that's why it's in red.
Okay.
That gets indexed twice every year, and then the box to the right of the basic daily fee, the means tested care fee, when you fill out your assets and income form, the government say, we're going to have a look at your assets and your income, your means, and if you can contribute to some of your care while you're in permanent care, we want you to do that. And for me, that sounds fair enough. So you fill out your assets and income form, and the government will calculate what a means tested care fee will be that you will pay that contributes towards your care.
Okay.
Just on the right of that is what they call the additional or extra services fee. Some aged care facilities will provide extra services for residents, and they want you to pay for that. Happens in some care facilities, not all of them. So that's something to consider. But on the left-hand side, we then talk about your accommodation payments. So the basic daily fee and the means tested care fee are calculated to work out your contribution towards your care. The accommodation payment on the left-hand side is how much you have to pay for your room. And this is, we've talked about this before in previous videos around you rock up to an aged care facility and they say your room is worth $350,000. This is what we're talking about on the left-hand side, that accommodation payment. So when you look at that combination of the basic daily fee, the means tested care fee, and the accommodation payment, I won't get into detail on exactly how they all work, but there is a combination of fees that people and their families need to pay when someone goes into permanent care. Then we look at that and we say, all right, well, given someone's assets and income, how do we pay for all of this? And we've done previous videos on, you know, do I have to sell the home? Do I rent it? Do I keep it vacant? The work that we do at Family Age Advocates with our clients is we go through this and have a look at what is the best combination to restructure your assets and your income so that we can, one, maximize your age pension, two, minimize your aged care fees, and three, make sure that we've got cash flow so that you don't run out of money while you're in permanent care.
That's really important.
Very important. The cash flow over 5 years is really important. So just a very quick Cook's tour of the aged care fees and how they work. Very complicated, quite confusing. We try to simplify the understanding of that given people's individual circumstances. So hopefully that's helped. If I know I explain a little bit about aged care fees and how they work.
Yeah, no, that was very good. Thank you.